Before we start, a huge thank you to bugaboomock for letting me use his story in tonight's video. I'm 90% sure the church I worked at is haunted. I work in the church nursery, which was the original church built back in the early 50s. They now have a detached main building for the adults, and my building is the youth and nursery building. The church also owns a house right next door, but that was built in the 60s or maybe 70s, which the youth leader gets to live in. I've been working in the nursery alone for almost 4 years now. I also babysit the kids of the youth pastor in their house next door. At the nursery, we have mainly very old toys made in the 70s that still somehow manage to work. I've never replaced the batteries in these toys. After Sunday school, everyone in my building except me and my kids move over to the service building, so the kids and I are completely alone. I only ever have 2 kids at a time since we are a very small church. Without fail, at 11 a.m. every Sunday when youth leaves the building, I will have the 3 same toys from the 70s randomly start making noises, which I know my kids aren't the ones making them go off, since at 11 we have snacks, so we are all at the table. At first, I thought I was crazy since it only had ever happened while I was alone with the kids, until last year. Last year, we got a new pastor, and his wife decided she was going to work in the nursery with me since the youth pastor had a newborn. We wanted extra help in case we had a situation requiring 2 people. Well, they started going off with her present too. She doesn't seem to think anything of it. Once the pandemic started, she no longer works with me, and I'm alone watching 1 toddler. Now when it's just us, I will hear talking, footsteps, and doors opening or closing. I don't normally feel anything bad from the thing in the church, so I leave it be. Now, let's talk about the house next door that the church owns. This house, I'm slightly scared of. Things are always falling and breaking at the house. The first thing that comes to mind is 2 years ago. The kids and I were in the living room playing, and all of a sudden, we heard glass breaking. I searched the house, and all the lights in the bathroom were shattered. I was freaked out, to say the least, but apparently stuff like that just happens over there. Another time, a shelf in the parents' bedroom went flying off the wall during nap time. The nails were still in the wall, and the shelf still had its teeth bracket thing on it, so there was no way it could have just fallen off the wall. It also landed 2 to 3 feet away from where it was hung up at. Again, the parents weren't concerned because apparently that's not the first time that's happened. Another time, I was changing the baby's diaper in his room, and he has sliding doors on his closet. He was fussy, so I was singing to him, and all of a sudden, I was hit from behind. His closet door somehow fell on me. I put his door back up and into the brackets, and maybe an hour later, we went back to his room to get his shoes so we could play outside. And as we were walking past the closet door leaving, the door almost falls on the baby. But thankfully, I was fast enough that it landed against my arm, bruising me pretty good. Told his parents and got a nonchalant, weird. Then it comes to last night. I was giving Mr. 1 a bath, and my son Mr. 4 was in the bath with him, and everyone else was next door at the church. I'm sitting on the stool in front of the bath, waiting for them to be done playing in the bathtub. All of a sudden, a canvas picture frame falls off the wall in the hallway closest to the bathroom. I'm kind of freaked out. I fix the picture and get the kids out of the bath. At first, I bring Mr. 1 to his room to get him ready, and he's shaking and crying and looking into the corner of his room by his closet, looking scared. I have never seen this baby scared. He's a very happy baby all the time, so we immediately left his room. Left the light on, closed the door, and went into the living room with Mr. 4. I told his parents again, and they just said, yeah, that happens sometimes. I'm getting a little bit scared to go to work. I work either at the church or at their house at least 4 days a week, sometimes more. I'm starting to not feel safe. Hello everybody, I am the Dead Giant, and thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. It would really mean so much to me. And if you have a story of your own that you would like me to read, I'll leave a link down below where you can contact me. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, whatever it is, wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video.